Assalamu alaikum students. We have started the poem The Daffodils, which is written by William Wordsworth. In the previous e-lesson, we have studied the second stanza with understanding. Hope you got that stanza fully. Now we are moving towards the next, and our topics will be the third stanza of the poem and the paraphrase of the third stanza, and also the summary of the stanza and its understanding with comprehension. So what will be our learning focus? Our learning focus will be to paraphrase the stanza number 1, and number 2 to understand and summarize the third stanza, and also to comprehend the stanza. Now moving towards its reading. Here you are.
The waves beside them dance but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me has brought.
After reading of the stanza, now coming towards its translation and also hear the new words for you. So पहले मैं आपको मीनिंग बता देता हूँ समझने के लिए, तो ये मैं सारा बता देता हूँ, तो आपने इसको समझना है। झील के लहरें भी खुशी से फूलों के साथ नाच रही थी, लेकिन वो खुशी से चमकती लहरों से बाजी ले गए थे। एक शायर सिर्फ खुश हो सकता है ऐसे पुरमुसर्रत माहौल में। मैं उनको टुकटुकी बांधकर देखता ही रहा, मगर बिल्कुल न सोचा मुझे इस मंजर ने कितनी खुशी अनायत की है। New words in this. Number first, sparkling. Sparkling is the participle of sparkle, reflecting light as if giving off tiny sparks. Tamtamana. Next we have gay, happy, joyful and lively. Masroor, khush ko kehte hain. Next we have gazed. Gazed means to stare intently or earnestly. शौक से देखना, घूर कर देखना. Students, in this stanza, I have left out 2 words. You have to answer me the meaning of this. The first one is glee and the second one is jocund. So you have to answer me, right? Okay. Now moving towards the paraphrase of this stanza in understanding. Here you are. In the third stanza, the poet brings in the waves waving in the lake. The poet says that the waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. The line means that there were waves too which seemed to be dancing in the lake, but the joyful dance of the daffodils was far better than theirs. And for a poet like William Wordsworth himself, their joyful company was the ultimate source of pleasure and ecstasy. Hence, in the poem, the poet concludes that seeing the daffodils dancing along the lake is the dream of every poet, including him, and being there is like dream coming true. And thus the poet gazed and gazed, that is, kept looking on the daffodils and their dance. However, he could not fully appreciate the scenery before him. Wealth here means happiness. Let's summarize today's lesson. Summary stanza 3. Seeing this, the waves of the lake accompanied him dancing along with these daffodils. But their lustrous dance was in no way comparable to the delight and gaiety of the flowers the poet seems to have frenzied with, an ecstasy of delight. He realized that a poet who was susceptible to natural grace could not help but feel happy in the presence of such gay and beautiful flowers. He gazed at them, hardly knowing what enormous treasure he was accumulating in his mind. After the summary of the third stanza, now coming towards the comprehension. Let me check it out. Have you learned or comprehend this stanza? I have 2 questions for you. What seemed more joyous, the waves or the daffodils? I don't know, students, so you have to answer me, right? What is the meaning of wealth in line 18? Students, this is your home task 1. You have to answer from your own, right? You just put your own ID. And next, moving towards the exercise of this stanza, read the following extracts and answer the questions that follow. Number first, I gazed and gazed but little thought. What did the speaker gaze at? Second, why was he in such a state? Why do you think the word gazed is repeated? Students, this is your home task second. And these are simplest questions. You have to answer me from your own. Okay? And what have you learned today? Write in your own words, right? And write the paraphrase in your own words. This is home task third. Students, if you need any help from me, you can ask me the questions. And for the next video, stay safe and happy. Goodbye and have a good day.